Section 16 of Birds, Volume 3, Number 1, January 1898. Recorded for LibriVox.org by Jen Broda. The Rose Cockatoo. The rose cockatoo, as may be seen, is a remarkably handsome bird. The species is gregarious, and they are very numerous in South Australia, where they frequent woods and feed on seeds, fruits, and larvae of insects. Their note is harsh and unmusical. The young ones tame readily, and some species show remarkable intelligence. They associate in flocks of from 100 to 1,000 and do great damage to newly planted grain, for which reason they are mercilessly destroyed by farmers. 2 eggs only, of pure white color, are laid in the holes of decayed trees or in the fissures of rocks, according to the nature of the locality in which they live. This is a rather large bird, equaling a common fowl in dimensions, and assuming a much larger form when it ruffles up its feathers while under the influence of anger. Many of these birds are fine talkers, and their voice is peculiarly full and loud. An authentic anecdote is told of a cockatoo, which was quite celebrated for its powers of conversation, but as he was molting at the time, his voice was temporarily silenced, and he sat in a very disconsolate manner on his perch, looking as if he had fallen into a puddle and had not time to arrange his plumage. All the breast and foreparts of the body were quite bare of feathers, and even the beautiful crest had a sodden and woe-begone look. By dint, however, of talking to the bird and rubbing his head, he was induced to say a few words, which were given in a voice as full and rounded as that of a strong-voiced man accustomed to talking to deaf people. Presently, the spectators were startled with a deafening laugh not unlike that of the hyena, and even louder and more weird-like. On turning around, they saw the cockatoo suddenly transformed into a totally different bird. His whole frame literally blazing with excitement, his crest flung forward to the fullest extent, and repeatedly spread and closed like the fan of an angry Spanish lady, every feather standing on end and his eyes sparkling with fury, while he volleyed forth the sounds which had so startled them. The cause of this excitement was the presence of 2 children, who had come to look at the bird, and whom he recognized as having formerly excited his ire. He always objected to children, and being naturally irritable from the effect of molting, his temper became uncontrollable. The cockatoo is not gifted with the wonderful imitating powers of the true parrot, and on account of its deafening cries is not an agreeable inhabitant of the house. It is in this state of nature that birds are most interesting. They are not shy or wary, are very vociferous, and like common parrots, rise up in bodies toward sunset, and fly 2 and 2 to their resting places. It is a superb sight to see thousands of these beautiful creatures flying overhead, low enough to permit a full view of their feathered mantles. End of section 16. This recording is in the public domain.